Welcome back to WFPN, and we are on our show Make It Make Sense, where we talk to the movers, shakers, and tastemakers. And today we have
Just Jim.
Just Jim. Y'all give it up for Just Jim.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So far, I was actually nervous. You got these big blue eyes. It's like, girl, I know you being lost. That's his wife back there. But let's get into DJing. For those who don't know who you are, tell them who you are and how you got started.
Well, I have always loved music. My mom taught me how to play the piano from like a really young age. And so...
Piano?
Yeah. So I started out as a classically trained pianist. And then sometime in my early 20s, I picked up a guitar. Taught myself how to play guitar. Started writing songs. Just fell in love with the creative process. Actually moved to Nashville to pursue songwriting. While I was there, I met my wife, and we started collaborating together. We wrote some songs together. In the midst of all that, I started DJing, which was totally not anything that I had ever expected to do. But I've always had an encyclopedic, just kind of appreciation for music. I've always listened to everything. And I've just been able to, like, always just, I can remember a song that I heard, like, 20 years ago.
Damn.
And so, one thing led to another. I just started DJing, and then that quickly became the central thing. And it'll be, next year, it'll be 10 years since I started DJing professionally.
Damn!
So, yeah.
You got a resume. Okay, so how did you get into DJing? Because that don't just fall in your lap. Like, somebody got to hear you do a little squeaky squeak and be like, all right, you got something going on. So how did that start?
For sure. So during my songwriting era, there was actually a period of time where I got my sights set on being a hip hop artist.
Be like that.
And so I actually was really passionate about it. We're not gonna pull up any of those old videos though, because that wasn't.
Insert clip here.
Yeah.
No,
so, it wasn't God's will for me to be a rapper, and that's fine. But in that season of my life, my roommate and I, we hosted ciphers at our house every Sunday night, and he would cook. He would make pizzas, and he was like the pizza guy. He just had pizzas going in the oven all night long, and we had artists, MCs, singers, instrumentalists. People would bring horns through, and there were times where we would have more than 50 people, artists in our house on a Sunday night. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was a small place too, and we were packed in. But he had turntables, and so I would go to the record store and get the dollar. I would go through the dollar bin and find old hip hop singles, because if you can find the single on vinyl, it'll be the explicit version, the clean version, and then you flip it over and it's the acapella and the instrumental. And so I would just find the instrumentals, and I just had the instrumentals playing all night while people jumped in the circle and freestyled.
Whoa.
Okay. And then it wasn't too long until my friend John Lucas, aka Smoke, he's a DJ now as well. He's a very accomplished drummer. Also, he put together a live music night on Wednesdays at this spot kind of outside of Nashville called the Night Owl, and he asked me to come kind of open the night, play the break between play during the break between live music sets, and then to close the night out. I didn't have any DJ equipment at the time, because that was my roommate's turntables. They weren't even the kind that you could take out of the house. They were it was a piece of furniture. So I was like, man, I would love to, but I don't have any gear. But he was like, no, just pull up and just play music off your phone. It's fine. I was like, all right. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go and I'm gonna just go get in the DJ booth and play some music on Spotify. And so it was crazy, because I feel like we always get very, very clear confirmations about the things that we're supposed to be doing. And it was during that time when I was just plug in my phone into the aux, and I would like play a song, and then I would like turn the volume down and pick the next song, and then like turn the volume back up. People were coming up to me like, yo, like, you are killing it. Like, this is really, really amazing. And I was like, really? I'm just playing songs. But I've always been a storyteller. And I feel like, you know, you should never underestimate the power of a story, you know, and the story that you're able to tell with the resources that you have. And so that's why I always say, you know, don't underestimate the tools that you have to tell a powerful story. Like, you go back and watch like an old movie from back in the day, and it can bring you to your knees the same way that you know a movie made now can, because you know special effects can't bring you to tears, but a great script can. You know, and so like those principles that make art powerful have always existed. And so it was during that time I was like, man, okay, let me go to Guitar Center and get myself like a little controller, and so I did, and then the rest was history.
That's a beautiful story, y'all. I'm finna tear. Think I finally explained it back. But that's actually super dope. I'm glad that you found your calling, and I wanted to ask you, do you feel like that's your proudest moment? Or do you have something
my
else
proudest
in your career?
moment.
Yeah.
Okay, my proudest moment. Ooh. Okay, so right now I would have to say that my proudest moment as a DJ came last August. My friend Jasmine Porter, who's my manager, my collaborator as well, and also my brother Koyo. Shout out Koyo. We're working on some stuff together now too. We did a collaboration with Adidas. And my friend Sandra as well, she was part of that. Actually, were so many people who were part of that, I can't name them all. We did a collaboration with Adidas Originals on the east side. It was like a block party vibe, and we brought in Brian Henry from LA. We had a ton of just amazing, you know, Austin-based DJs. And
we ain't gonna skip past the Adidas part, like.
Hey, it was, and so we built the event from scratch, and it ended up being packed out, like couldn't even get in. It was the vibes were so high, and I played an hour, and it was like the moment where I felt my trajectory shift, you know, in the city of Austin, because I felt like I was able to make an artistic statement that, you know, I've been really focused on making for a long time now, and you know, I won't be satisfied until like the whole world can hear that artistic statement that I want to make as a DJ. Okay,
that's actually pretty dope. Like, not many people can say they did something with Adidas, especially for a block party. Adidas ain't going nowhere on no damn block. But that's actually super dope. Do you have anything coming up that our audience can look forward to?
Yeah, so I mentioned Koyo. So we have a DJ duo called 100 BPM, but we're also making original music. We're working closely with our friend Cody. Our friend Shaquille is on some tracks. We've got some other artists as well that we're working with. I'm making all the beats. I'm making all the music, and we've been recording every Tuesday all summer long, and we've actually built up a pretty amazing catalog of songs that
every Tuesday, I bet.
Yeah, so, and we have some bangers. Okay. And we're gonna start releasing those very soon, where we've got a couple more weeks of like kind of like creative sessions left, and then we're gonna shift into rollout mode. So Austin, Texas, and the rest of y'all are about to start hearing 100 BPM music very soon, and it's gonna change your life.
You should have a listening party. We
will. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do more than that. We've got ideas on ideas. Yeah. So now we just gotta focus on execution and timing and, you know, strategy. And we're definitely gonna be looking for people kind of in other creative fields to collaborate with as well. Like, we're gonna be making videos, and so so if you're out there and you work in the creative field and you want to collaborate with us, like, we are hit us up. It's a green light. We would love to work with you.
Okay, so number one, I need an invite. He need an invite. He need an invite too.
Oh, y'all will be there.
And two, for people that want to tap in for this big bad blowout, how can they get in contact with y'all?
So I'm easy to find. My DJ name is Just Jim. That's also my Instagram handle. That is my social media. That's where I'm like most present on social media is Instagram. It's just _ Jim and then several underscores after that. But if you type in Just Jim, JUSTJIM, it should pop up. That's kind of where that's where I'm easiest to find. And I try to check my messages every other day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get real busy and I fall behind. So if I don't respond, just don't take it personal. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Matter of fact, no comment.
Yeah,
and like,
that too.
Repost.
Hey,
He'll look at that.
All that, for sure. I'll definitely look. Anytime people show appreciation and, repost something or show love in any type of way, I definitely acknowledge that, and it's never lost on me.
Okay.
I appreciate all the support from everybody.
Yes. Okay, now I've been seeing this book on this table.
Oh yeah, I don't know how it got there.
I didn't know if that was your personal book. I had seen a little bit. I was like, does he want to talk about that? I don't know, but let's get into it. Our audience want to know for sure.
Okay, so this is like the only copy in existence right now because it's a preview copy. I wrote a book. It's called Dancing Through Explosions.
He ain't write that down. He ain't write it. You
wrote
that book?
Yeah, so it's like it's a format. I came up with the format. Okay. It's actually like 1,000. It's like 1,000 one-liners. Okay. And these are all basically thoughts that I pulled from my journals from like the past 10, 15 years of my life. Because I live a very fast-paced life, but I always have these like epiphanies about the creative process or about spirituality or about, relationships, love, about, my journey of recovery from drugs. That's a whole nother conversation. And, which shout out to anyone who is on a journey of recovery of any kind. If you're on that journey, you know that recovery is never a straight line. So I just want to put that out there for anybody that needed to hear that. But I have all of these thoughts and reflections a lot of times even while I'm DJing. If you ever see me pull my phone out, I might be responding to a text of somebody who's at the door trying to get in, or I might have just had a thought about music or about DJing or dancing, or I might have thought of a song lyric or something that I need to put in my notes. I got over 1,000 notes on my iPhone. Yeah. And so I just kind of extracted the cream of the crop and I feel the brightest jewels from all of my journals, all of my notes on my phone, and I compiled them into 1,000 epigrams.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one? I love all 1,000 of them.
I bet.
But I'm gonna just open it to a random. I'm gonna open it to a random page.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna just read the first one that pops out at me. Mm-hmm. These are designed to just provoke thought. Okay. And close my eyes. I feel the best ones are ones that might make you scratch your head. Okay. So all right. So this one's number 101. The ultimate magician is not a magician. Okay. Dancing Through Explosions.
Yeah, no, they don't get nothing else for free. No.
I gotta think about that.
Yeah. They don't get nothing else for free. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's deep in the motherfucker. Stop talking.
No, I want to.
Somebody's super high right now. I just sent them spiraling. My bad.
No, but I want to get the name of the book out.
Yeah, so it's called Dancing Through Explosions. I released it digitally back in January, but the hard copies are going to be available. My goal is for them to be available by the end of October. So no snafus or issues. Hopefully with that, hopefully by November 1st, these will be available for people to order. And yeah, I'm just excited to, get my thoughts out there in a more multi-dimensional way than just DJ.
Yes, that's actually dope. So, no later than November 1st.
That's the goal.
Dancing Through Explosions.
That's the goal.
Y'all give it up for him one more time.
Thank y'all for having me.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our next episode.
Let's go.